Regardless of how you found this video or this webpage, you're probably under the impression that owning and possessing a list of emails of high probability buyers, as well as hyper responsive buyers that have already purchased from you, whether you call them clients, customers, patients, doesn't really matter. Truth is, your business is not any different when it comes to the principles of what it takes to surge forward in what is soon to be 2015 and beyond. So I just want to share a story with you and ultimately open up and humanize the way that we roll here at Team AAG. And I know what's going to happen from this is a light bulb's going to go off, and hopefully 3 of them go off, and 10 of them go off. And the fact of the matter is I'm going to hold nothing back. So here's what happened. About every 7 to 10 days, we share an email with our list of high probability buyers as well as hyper responsive buyers who have already purchased, and we get feedback, and that's a good thing. We have a relationship with our list. People like us, and Austin, my business partner, has a very different appeal. He's more the scientist. He's the suit-wearing guy. And I'm more of the artist. And I love to talk with people, and I'm good at winning them over. And I don't say this to be an egomaniac. I say this because the message on this email was, we've been selfish, just like Tom Brady was. So we made ourselves publicly vulnerable. That is huge. You don't do it in a way that defaces your character or gets people to want to be turned off by you. Hopefully that isn't what happened here. It may have, and you know what? So what if it did? On all honesty, life's too short to care. But we also tied in a real life event. So we got a response from a gentleman named Robert who owns CompleteCommercialFinance.com. He's out of Connecticut. We're in Massachusetts. So basically the call to action was, if you feel like you've been selfish and you want to put your marketing and your business's message on surround sound and really turn up the volume with everything, here's what to do. So Robert's a Google AdWords client of ours. In fact, here's how we met Robert. It's pretty cool. We met him via a Google AdWords campaign. Here's our ad for a company called Hibu. Okay, and Hibu is owned by Yellow Pages. They're the ones that do all the web design, and they also do the pay-per-click management campaigns. And we first heard of Hibu. So here's the first page of Google. First thing to know for you, if you're looking to ramp up results and trim time in your business, there's 11,500,000 indexed pages about Hibu reviews. That's a pretty decently trafficked word. Now, the reason why we put this campaign together really started because this gentleman, sorry about that, this gentleman right here, who's in this video, named Mike Batista, was working with Hibu. And I had him on our television show in Boston. And Mike started telling me some of the details, and it got more grueling and grueling and grueling. And I said, you know, Mike, let me just give this company a call. And what we found out was, man, this is really a junior varsity way to go about marketing. And I'm not knocking Hibu because they have some value for people, but it's for people that don't understand what being strategic means in the internet world. They just kind of hand the keys over and they completely have their marketing outsourced from what we have found and experienced, and after talking with dozens and dozens of people, because here's the second touch point on the first page of Google for Hibu reviews. By the way, here's a third touch point. And there are other pages that are Hibu relevant. I won't bore you with all the details. But we're saturating the first page of a term that we have what's called racked the shotgun. And since January 1st of 2014, right now it's October 11th as I film this, we have just learned more and more about them. And what we knew was they had a street team, they had people knocking on doors, they had people going back and Googling them. And so racking the shotgun is really listening to see if there's any audience out there looking for it. So if you go click, click with a shotgun, if nobody hears it, that's not a good thing. And what you want to find is the people who are listening for it. And so Hibu had a pretty good audience. So what we have been using at TeamAAG.com for a long time, myself as a solopreneur prior to working with Austin, is something that we call the Content Marketing Matrix. And it's a 7-step process where you can measure, optimize, promote, and engage with people about topics, whether it's keyword-friendly topics, okay, there's people searching for this, or whether it's human interest topics where Michael, Batista, and Robert, and a guy named Brady, and Stacy, and Daniel, and Troy, and Rex. These are all real leads that came from this campaign. So what the content marketing matrix is it's a 7-step process that really is this. First thing is have a Google phrase that people are looking for. If nobody's looking for it, well, you're not going to make any money, for one. But for two, who cares if you get to the first page of Google? It's not going to convert any visitors because there aren't any. So again, if you want to put your message on surround sound and turn up the volume, well, here's how to do it. Find something that's traffic worthy, for one. For two, the second step is to leverage article marketing sites. These are places that have a track record with Google. You see, your website and your blog doesn't really have any traction unless you know how to have it have traction. So go leverage third-party places out there that do this for a living. So if you haven't done this yet and you want to, what I suggest is to go to ezinearticles.com, and over the lifespan of the last 5 years or so, I've personally written for this particular profile 40 different articles, and I have what's called the Platinum Expert Author status with these guys. Now, great, titles are great, but what's the truth behind the title? The truth behind that title is I have 2,700 impressions, 250 clicks, 9.24 click-through rate. That's really good, by the way. So, people want to hear what I'm talking about. 500-ish people have looked me up, couple emails, couple subscribers. But the number one thing that matters most is this is a way. This used to be prior to Google changing its algorithm time and time again. So when we talk about search engine optimization, you don't really do SEO unless you're creating content in a structured way to be leveraging search engine marketing. So Ezine Articles is phenomenal. Okay, Hub Pages is another one. The difference from Ezine Articles in Hub Pages is almost like a blog post. And they have a high page rank with Google. They have a high credibility indicator, a high score with Google. So Google's going to reward you if you can get something published on Hub Pages or Ezine Articles. Here's the catch-22 though, and I'm not going to open up all my articles. All I'm going to show you is I have 2 different profiles, okay, for different niches or industries. And the articles written here are not relevant for people looking for the articles looking under this profile. That's all I'll say about that. Moving on here. The third step of the content marketing matrix. And Robert, this is an educational piece for you because I'm tying this back full circle to you, my friend. Trust me. Okay? Next thing you know, it takes about the real thing with an Ezine article is there's no way to put text links in the article of your piece of content and the body of your content. You have to go down the bottom in the resource box and you get 2 links, and it's great. An Ezine article writes the rules, but they don't write the rules for your blog post. So a ninja trick, a hack, whatever the heck you want to call it, is to let Ezine Articles approve your piece of content. And here's a myth that I'm going to dispel. There's no such thing as duplicate content. It's not true. It was a myth made up by search engine optimization companies, so you would put all of your eggs in their basket and they were going to take care of you. And the reality is once Google changed its algorithm for the first, second, third time, whether it's Panda or whatever else, right? That's not the space that I love because it's not able to stand the test of time. We then take the Ezine article, and I have done this on 80 plus articles of my life, and then made them blog posts. So for some keyword phrases, right, you're going to need it. For this particular phrase, we didn't need it. So this is a paid ad by us. This is a free piece of content by us. As you can see, Haibu Review is in the title. As you can see, Haibu website review, because we're ranking for multiple things. This is a free piece of content. So you saw the Ezine. Now here is the blog post. Okay? an honest Haibu.com review on Haibu websites. Will you make money working with Haibu marketing? That is a keyword loaded title. Okay, and I'm going to show you some things about how to rank a website, a web page. The other thing is Google doesn't rank websites. They rank web pages. Okay, and you need to know how to optimize your pages or else you get no rewards. And guess what? That is 100% your fault. Stop pointing fingers out and look at the three fingers pointing back at you. I'm being hard with you because I'm being real. You can get as much sugar spike high marketing and buy into programs and listen to people and cry your eyes out at seminars. I do all that too. But if you don't know how to be a scientifically structured engineer of content that's compelling through the human eyes, as well as strokes the search engines with what they want, they're not going to reward you, period. So here's the page, right? Now I'm going to show you some of this stuff. It's nothing great. It's just a storyboard. So by the way, the reason why that blog post made it is because we're leveraging a first page YouTube video, right, for Haibu reviews. We also have deep links in here on different things. And what that means is if you look at this, right, here's a video that I did with my son. FYI, humanize your marketing. Stop trying to be a how-to tips and theorist and not share real value. This video right here, every person, I've named the names, people who bought from us off of the Haibu campaign, has mentioned my video with my 7-year-old son at the time, who's now 8, Zach, and we just go through and talk about what websites that convert have versus websites that don't convert visitors to buyers. What don't they do that the ones that convert do? And so this is a pretty cool piece. But as you can see, this is a link, okay? And I'm going to show you the back end of my blog, and here's what it looks like, okay? And by the way, we don't just do this for Haibu. We have racked the shotgun for places where a boutique-sized firm like us, who doesn't want to do a ton of search engine optimization marketing, we believe in it, we value it, but we also know it's the long path to getting there. It just is. So this blog was published not very long ago. It's on the first page of Google for eWoman Network Connecticut. Okay, this is more a human interest piece, so it doesn't rank for the first page of Google. But here's the Haibu piece, right? And here's what you need to know. Right here is the title. Okay, and if you have a blog that's WordPress based, what I suggest to you is uploading or downloading or putting a plugin called All-in-One SEO Pack or SEO Yoast. Because I'm a dinosaur and I'm stuck in old habits, I love All-in-One SEO Pack. By the way, I just showed you that it works because we're on the first page of Google. Here's the title. Here's the description. And here are the keywords, Robert. Okay, this is specifically for you. Haibu.com, Haibu, websites, Haibu, Yellow Book. It's all relevant. Here's the meta description. And I'm just giving you Google's scorecard. So what they're looking for is, for one, your domain. Number two, the domain of the page they're looking to rank. So what is the page you're looking to rank? Does it have the keywords in it? What is the description? Does it have the keywords in it? What are the actual keywords? An overwhelming yes on all of those. So here's the back end. While that loads, here's the back end of the geeky stuff on this page. Okay, and by the way, here's called the action box. Okay, this is what's called the light box technology. This is some high-end web design. I get it. Not everybody has access to this. So you can have access to this if you do some homework, conduct some due diligence, and if creating compelling content that converts visitors to buyers is an option, is a goal, well, here you go. Here's the page title. When you come down and set up your blog post, this is what's called an H1 tag. I don't know what that stands for, to be honest, but I know you need to have an H1 tag, and if you have an H1 tag that has the keyword in it, the key to the whole thing, and the keyword in it, you're going to get rewarded. And as you go down, here are some links. Haibu. Web.com is who does the websites behind Haibu after we did a little bit deeper digging, right? Haibu reviews. There's an H2 tag. Okay? Here's an H3 tag, Haibu website. These are H3 tags. Here's another H2 tag. If you don't understand this, do some homework on it. Here's a bolded, italicized, deep link anchor text. This is what Google wants. If you're not giving Google what it wants, what the heck are you doing? It's on your butt to figure it out. Okay? And here's the content marketing matrix. Find an area that Google has racked a shotgun, and they can tell you who's looking at what keywords. Easy in articles is a way to really put yourself on surround sound and leverage their 100 site ranking on the whole entire internet. At one point they were. I don't know if they're still there. I don't have to know. All I know is that they work and they rank. Blog. Here's some things to do with your blog. In your blog, have it optimized. Have the right page title. Have the right keywords and meta description and again, page title. Leverage a third-party video from YouTube. Why? Because Google owns YouTube. You send it off to your email list. If you don't have an email list, start it. And one thing I suggest is if you have business cards from local events and you're smaller scaled, ask people if you can put them on your list. Don't just do it. If they say no, then the hell with them. They don't want to work with you anyways, and save yourself the time and aggravation and get over the ego bruising that they said, we don't want to work with you. Take the rejection and move on. Look for rejection, not acceptance is my thought on that. So I showed you the email. I opened up with that, right? That was the response that came to my email. Okay, and if you don't know how to write compelling copy, subscribe to some people. And they will help you get there. Follow teamaag.com. We do a lot of stuff with copywriting. And then finally, the social bookmarking. Okay, there's a ton of places out there. So I have Robert's page up, but here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. We tried to do some Facebook ads for a Haibu audience, and it was a whopping failure after 60 to 90 days. So we just peeled it out of there. It's okay. Not everything's going to work. And there's nothing wrong with that. So staying true to the content marketing matrix. I hope you're finding this helpful. Post to the social sharing sites. Okay, there are things out there that can automate it, like Hootsuite and whatever the heck else is out there. And again, in total transparency, we are not the organic people for social media. We like to dial in on absolutely laser sharp, and we like to sharpshoot. Not run around and just be gunslingers. We know where the numbers are, and we know how our ads perform, and you need to know it too. But when it comes to content, you then take it and you put it into the paid media sites. Okay, Facebook ads is one, Google AdWords is another, and at the end of the day, sorry it's a little bit small, start repurposing and syndicating your most compelling copy today. Okay, it's the bottom line. TeamAAG.com can help you do that. So Robbie boy. Okay, I've gotten to know Robert. He's a great guy. He was working, and here's his story. He was working with Postcard Mania when he started. He did a bunch of print stuff. He's a commercial lender in the Connecticut area. He gets phenomenal rates. He's a boutique-sized shop. He's really a solopreneur with some people behind him on the staffing side of it. Robert, if you don't tell this story, no one's going to know it, and they're going to think you're a big stuffed shirt bank with your tighty-whities on too tight, bro. That's what people don't want. They want to know who you are. You have a great site. You started blogging. Okay, here's a blog post that I'm going to show you. What is a fast cash loan for business? So if you go to fast cash loan, I have a lisp and it's a tongue twister. That's a disaster. Fast cash loan. This is called Google Instant for people watching. People have typed in these search terms. This is the really 101 way of doing keyword research. There's much better ways out there. If you're familiar with AdWords, they have a keyword tool. If you really want to be crazy, Market Samurai is phenomenal. Market Samurai is something that, I'm sorry, I got a new computer about 2 months ago, and my license didn't carry over, and I don't do the keyword research for our business anymore. But they give you literally a grid of Google, the first page of Google. So what is going on all of these things? But if I just type in fast cash loan, Robert, I want to just wake you up, bud, and say that there's 10, that's not bad, right? But now if we dial in and look deeper, fast cash loan, there was something with low interest. I saw that last night. I was like, yeah, with low interest, okay? So now you're going to notice, went from 10 million pages to 1,640. Robbie boy, now we're in your space. Easier to rank, right? So when we go down, there's a ton of ads. These are all Google ads, right? And anybody watching this, this is some real stuff. This is juicy, beefy details. None of this sugar high spike crap that people share. I'm sorry. It's just frustrating. And this is why we're a fulfillment company, not an information and marketing company. Here's two things. Here's all this, right? Now, Robert, you said that your blog person, the woman who writes for you, optimized your stuff. Really? Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to show you, man. We're going to go under the hood. Good picture. It's all about the Benjamins, baby, right? So now, here's the title, right? First off, why aren't you the author of the thing, okay? So from the aesthetics, you could definitely have some sexiness going on over here. Nobody cares about all this stuff. You can repackage this in a way with your web design that goes in and has some design elements. I'm not saying we're unbelievable by any means. Pretty good. And there's people out there better. They have more traction. But you can see the design I'm showing. You have a web form, a call to action place, a video on the sidebar over here. Places to get more info. So web design wise, it could be better. The other thing is, this is kind of old school right here. If you do a blog, get the content at the top of the page. People don't want to go. And there's no perfect play here for people watching. And there's no perfect play. You can have this stay above the fold, and it's great, and it's awesome, and the images, and it's cool. But what's cool is people are clicking on this because they want to see what you have to say. So now you come down, okay, real couple things. There's no H1 or H2 tags, H3 tags in it. It's all just one big body of copy. Nothing wrong, only so right. Is it good? No. Is it bad? No. It is what it is. And that's it. I'm just being straight from the hip. No BS. Because nobody has time for it, to be honest. There's no deep links. There's no videos. There's only so much keyword saturation on here and keyword density. Keyword density is a term that Google likes to say. What percentage of words is your keyword? So if you use it once within 100, you got a 1%. I honestly don't know what the best in class is because I'm just a search engine marketing person. I just know how to use it to create the tags and all that. I'm just being totally real with you on this video. The other thing is there's nothing down here that allows them to do anything other than share and spam you, okay? Because that's what this guy did. He's trying to steal a cheap little, click back to his thing, and it is what it is. But on your discus, or on your site, in your blog, you might be able to disable comments or at least allow you to have to accept the comments. And there's a ton of people and a ton of spam out there, and you can get spam assassin and all this, but let's focus on the main thing. Money-making metrics that matter most, okay? So when I go and I look you up, Robbie boy, here's the back of your page, okay? So show this to your person if you want. This is the truth. Here's your page title, and I hope you're finding this valuable. Here's your page title, everybody watching this, and anybody watching this, because I'm speaking directly to you here, one person. Okay? What is a fast cash loan for business? Okay, it's cool. It's a tough one to rank for. Here's your description, right? This is stuff that's built into every blog platform and every page on a website. What's a fast cash loan for business? Okay? Real quick, your page title should be 12 characters or less. Your description should be 25 characters or less. And your keywords, I personally wouldn't go above 3 to 5 on a page. Okay? But here's Robert's keywords. And I'm trying to be light about this, but I get irritated because people are spending big money to do this. And I'm going to share with you some of Robert's. I know he's okay with it. I hope he is anyways, because it's a pretty good story. Here's all his keywords. Robert, you're not going to rank for cash, loan, fast, explore, well today. This is optimized? Are you kidding me with this? There's not one long tail keyword in here. And why wouldn't you just at least have the title? What is a fast cash loan for business? If you really want to dial in, say Google has specific keywords and broad searched keywords, and if someone puts in quotes for cash, you're not coming up, brother. It's just not happening. Way too many websites have been doing this for years, okay? And So going full scale back to the matrix, what I suggest, Robert, that you could do, and anybody out there that's looking to create compelling content that literally put your message on surround sound and turns up the volume, is rack the shotgun, find something that people want or the search engines are having traction on, write an article, okay, hub page, I didn't show that, but I know I got a little lengthy here. Repurpose that once it gets accepted, literally steal your own copy and redesign it in a blog post, because you can't put H1 tags and videos and all this. You get 2 little dinky resource links, that's it. But it has a high search engine ranking. Come to a blog post, use a video, write a little bit of an e-newsletter if you want to tease it, right? It's going to help spike some links. Share it with social bookmarking sites. Set it up on automation if you want with your Hootsuite and all that. By the way, when someone sees from Hootsuite, they don't think you're some amazing marketer. They think you're a cold-hearted who knows what. And it's not wrong to use it, but every once in a while you gotta infuse a little bit of you in there, or else you're not a very heart-centered business owner, and people who believe what you believe buy from you. People who don't believe what you believe don't buy from you. It's really serious. It's as simple as that. So from there, the final option is to take your actions and put them on into the paid media engines. And so here's how that works. We showed you this, and my computer just froze. So all I will say is we show examples at teamag.com, okay, of people who are doing this, and here's why people hire us. Here's some really good stuff. I hope you found this valuable. Here's a video on the analytical side, the Google AdWords metrics. Take a look at Mike's video. In literally in 30 days, this guy crushed it. He got 25 plus. This is after working with Haibu for 2 years. That's why he was so irritated and wrote his letter, which he shares on this. Here's Robert's. Real quick, I got off the phone with Robert the other day, and Rob, I hope you're okay with this. But Robert spends about $1,000 a month in Google AdWords, and because we've helped him get more compelling with his copy, and this is the beginning of his 3rd month right now working with us, okay, in Google AdWords. But he spends about $1,000 a month and has right around a $500 budget with us, okay? So, and we do some other things for him too, increase and help his web design and do some things. And the reason why I'm putting this video together is because of his response in the email. John, I want to know more. So I know he's been paying for these people to write his stuff, but it's only getting him so far. So he spends about $1,500 a month on traffic and management for his monthly marketing. If you think that's a lot, it may be. You don't have to go as large. We don't even spend that on AdWords, I'm not going to lie. But he does. Good for him. He's also in a very competitive marketplace. But he just closed a loan for upwards of 5 figures. Okay, right around the 5-figure mark. I won't get specific. But that's, for every dollar he spends, he's making 5 back. You tell me if that's results. So we don't post it, we don't do that, we don't put ourselves in front of Lamborghinis and do all the silly things. What we do is help people understand the right traffic sources for them, how to convert that traffic using all kinds of different spaces and places online, and how to craft their offerings in a way that's going to make them money. This is what we call the power triangle, and there's actually a video right up here that we link to it because it's important. So if you want to learn about how we do what we do, and what you need to be doing, whether you, this isn't a sales pitch, this is info marketing at its best. Real data-driven insights. This is the meat and potatoes on the plate, not the mixed vegetables that are going to come and go. So that's that. And the final thing I'll say is get yourself an analytics intelligence video. We'll go through your website from the aesthetics, from the functionality, some of the stuff we just showed you. If you're in the AdWords game, this company was spending $7,000 a month in Google AdWords. And Austin has a Google AdWords audit. He literally has created his own spreadsheet. The guy's a freak show. He's awesome. I love this guy. Couldn't be more different than me, but that's what makes it work. We work a lot with dentists, lawyers, high-impact professionals. We really work with a whole sampling of places. And this is the most recent website analytics and AdWords video Austin did for a woman who we met at that eWoman network. I think her name's Fern, and she asked me when we got on the phone, she goes, what language does he speak? I think he speaks Google. And if there isn't such a language, Austin, you got to patent that, the Google language. But on a serious note, what we really do is we help people understand at a higher level how to be intelligent with the analytics online, how to humanize their marketing, and how to really ramp up results, trim time, earn more, do less, and have a whole lot more fun while they win with Google. So if this is what you would like to do, go to our main page, teamaag.com. All we're looking for is a name, an email, a website, and what you're really concerned about right now. Why are you not winning? What would you like to do more? How can we help? And for free, we'll go ahead and have a 5 to 15 minute chat with you, and we'll share at least 2 things right now that you cannot see. They're invisible to you, not to us, but they're going to help multiply profits and really help you eliminate a lot of the waste and cut the complexity of trying to figure out that recipe and what ingredients are involved in that recipe for you to make more money in less time right now. So I hope this helps. I hope you really appreciate the content marketing matrix, because it is pretty badass. It does work, and it's time tested and proven in every industry. Because when I tell you that all of these blog posts that we've created are on the first page of Google, I'm not kidding. They are on the first page of Google. This blog post is, and this blog post is. Client Attraction Business School, we're on the first page of Google. Web.com, we're getting there. It's a very competitive, you've heard of Web.com. They only have 9 million customers, so we're climbing the ladder. Monetize Your Message, we're on the first page. And like I told you, this ranked within a week. This isn't an ego blast for us. This is about one thing. You getting an honest review about how you can turn up the volume and saturate the search engines. So I thank you for investing time with me today, and it's been awesome getting to work with you. It's 30 minutes, but 30 minutes that can turn into a lifetime of a cash windfall. So take care, be awesome, and go build the booming brand you've always knew you could. Bye now.